Okay guys, time for a server update. So I put in a little bit of time on the server. As you can see, the marketplace has expanded. There are now 100 stalls total. And you can go to this stall right here and buy a merchant contract. The next stall over has signs that you can put out, but I wanted to show you a quick difference here. So this is the guy that you'll get. Let me turn off the flight. This is the guy that you will be able to purchase the trader contracts from. All of the stalls have a sign in the back listing exactly what their designation is. So regardless of which stall you decide to choose, you can pop that into the trade window. Trade down here. Apparently I don't have it running. Well, I don't know why, but let me see here. Not that. Let's go into manage profiles. Apparently for me the trade window doesn't show on a GM character. That's okay. But if you notice, both these stalls effectively are identical as far as the look goes. They both have stuff for sale. This guy has the merchant contracts. This gal has these signs. This guy doesn't have anything up for sale, so you notice his area is empty. I did that on purpose for now. I'm not going to keep this trader. I will stay on the GM account. I will stay with maintaining the merchant contracts and the signs. And as I said in a previous update, if you can't plant your sign next to your merchant stall, let me know. Let me know which stall you're in, and we'll get you taken care of. I have left some grassy area. We're going to go ahead and pull back again. No, stop giving me that nonsense. So I wanted to leave some space in case somebody had a cart they needed to bring in or whatever to load up their merchant. I am requesting that you don't just park your cart and leave it there. If you're shopping, it's one thing. If you're loading your merchant and getting supplies off or what have you, that's completely understandable. But don't just park it there and leave it there for days on end or whatever. I will move it. And it'll probably end up being behind one of the stalls. I am not going to guarantee that it is your stall. Like, for instance, if you parked it here, or better yet, if you parked it here in between these four, and it's just stuck there, it's going to end up in the grassy area somewhere behind one of the stalls or what have you, just to keep the pathway clear. I'm not trying to be, a pain with this, but I like organization, and considering this technically is my deed, I have full permission to move everything, and even if it wasn't my deed, let's say this was your deed, and you had it set up for merchant stalls and whatnot, and we're opening it up for other people to utilize, and somebody decided to just park their cart here, and then they vanish for a week, you'd probably be a little upset if you're trying to maintain everything and keep a good look and promote your marketplace, or whatever the case may be. Um, so do me a favor. If you're going to bring supplies in, or if you're shopping for supplies, whatever, I have no problem with you parking the cart on the roadways. Um, but when you're done, please move your cart out of the way or take it with you. That's all I'm asking. Um, if you're going to just move it out of the way, I don't care if you park it on the grass somewhere. I really don't. There could be 100 carts parked on the grass here for weeks on end. I wouldn't care. Um, that's kind of what the grassy area is for. So, next update. I ran the cat's eyes down this way. Oh, before I move on, um, every stall has a light. These are permanently lit at night. During the daytime, they will shut themselves off. There is oil over here. Right there. That barrel right there. I don't want to get too close because it'll pop a silly message back up. Right there. There's an oil barrel. The Spirit Templars, these guys, according to what's supposed to happen, I have yet to see any of them actually do it. But according to what's supposed to happen, one or more of them will fetch oil and refill the lamps and all that good nonsense. Um, so these will pop on at nighttime, so there's plenty of light for the marketplace during nighttime hours. And they will also fill up these guys here, the brazers. I don't know if I like those so much. They don't seem to give off a whole lot of light, but it is what it is. Um, Regardless, there are changes being made, improvements being done. There's expansions going on. I will be putting up more than likely back in this area, right behind the market. I'll have an area for archery practice. And over here on this side, I'm probably going to be putting in an area for combat training for using the dummies. My understanding is, and the pop-up's going to happen, sorry. My understanding is the training dummies will only get you to combat skill 20. But, I mean, that's bright. But plenty of light to be able to operate. I did continue the road, and I'm actually kind of glad it's nighttime out. I'm aerial viewing for a reason. Um, I don't know if you want to call it droning or just what the deal is, but I wanted to show you guys the docks that are now completed. And by completed, I don't mean that all the decorations and all that good nonsense is in. I just mean they're usable. Um, so my deed now extends right to the end of the road. So technically, and this section of dock or whatever is included in it, but technically this is off deed. That doesn't matter. Use the docks if you need to use the docks. Um, if you're trying to build, let's say hypothetically you're trying to build your deed over in this area. You don't have a place to park your boat. Park it here for now, or somewhere along in the docks. I don't care. Try not to inhibit anyone that's trying to make it to the marketplace. Um, But in fact, we'll use this guy's. This is an established deed right now. I haven't seen this guy in a little bit, but it is an established deed. He's got a mine right here. You can kind of see it. It's the little black spot. So if he was to build a dock out here, no problem. Until he can get that built, he can come over here and use this dock. I don't. I have no qualms with that. Um, so, but I wanted to give you an idea of what the dock now looks like. So you have wider stalls, like for instance, this stall here is 2 tiles wide. That's as wide as the widest ship. The very largest ship is only 2 tiles wide. This one's 4 tiles wide. That means you can fit the largest ship on this side and on this side, plus another one on this side. You can put another one here. You can put another 2 wide ship here. This is only 2 tiles wide. Um, so instead of putting just one boat in there, you can fit 2 of the 1 tile wides in here. And there's several of those. There's another one here. There's more 2 tile wides here, here. You can park right along the edge here. The largest ships can park in these ones. There's another stall right on the side over here. There's another one right over here that's 2 tiles wide. So there is enough. Let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 17 large vessels can be parked in here. Plus 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, technically 10 small vessels. But you don't have to be a large vessel to park in one of the large stalls. They're usable by anyone. Just keep in mind, if there's a small guy parked here and a small guy parked here, say a couple of rowboats, and, a larger ship comes in, he can't park there, so he's probably going to take up one of these. And both of those could have parked here, just as an example. He could have parked here, and that would have left enough room for another large vessel. So try to be mindful when you're parking your ships of the size space that you're taking. I tried to accommodate the best I could so that there is space for the larger boats near the road along with the smaller boats. So everybody's kind of close. And then there's additional space over here. I don't know if you guys just if that popped up for you, but one of the players just logged out. This guy has been logged in pretty much all day. He's been working on his deed. Part of the reason why I want to put in the archery targets and the combat targets is because one of the main ways that you can get money right now, it will not be the only way, but one of the main ways right now is combat. That wasn't intentional, but that was one of the first mods that I put in here is the bounty mod. You can get money by digging. So if you're terraforming, for example, you can randomly get coin. Other than that, there's not a whole lot of ways. The merchant contracts take 10 silver apiece. Most of your deeds aren't even going to cost that. So my suggestion, get enough coin to be able to get your deed established. Then do like this guy over here, set up a small deed, grab a Spirit Templar. Lure in hostile creatures from the surrounding area. Let your Spirit Templar start taking care of them. Beat on them alongside the Spirit Templar. You still get the coin for it. It's not an exploit. It's not a cheat. That's kind of how it was designed. The Templars are there to protect you. So why not use them? You can get some coin, but I'm gonna, in the next few days, I'm gonna get some combat targets, training dummies, whatever you want to call them, set up so that people can start training their combat. That means that you've got the ability, not just for hostile creatures, you can go start targeting chickens and get some coin. Is it going to be a lot? No. Are you going to get more if you start taking on trolls and stuff? Yeah, for sure. Spiders, scorpions, all that stuff. But the point is, you're going to be able to get some coin. You're going to feel a little more confident in going out and fighting stuff, even if you don't have the gear yet. I can't stress that enough. Even if you don't have the gear, everyone on this server starts with the same stuff. It's all cloth armor, and it's a spear to start with. Start training that spear. It's something. The spear offers a little bit more range in melee combat than a short sword. Typically that, or a long sword, whatever. Typically that's what you start with, is a shield and a sword. But you got to be right in the creature's face, which means every time you swing at them, they swing at you. There's a give and take with it. With the spear, you can kind of back off a little bit. You stab them, you back off, they miss. So if you can get your combat training up just a little bit, you don't even have to get it to max, to the max 20 on the training dolls. Get it to 5, get it to 10, whatever. Go try to kill a few things. Keep it simple. Attack the smaller creatures first. Um, Chickens, sheep, cows, things that aren't going to do a whole lot of damage to you. Sure, they'll still damage you. You're only wearing cloth armor. But for crying out loud, I mean, it's not like you're taking on a troll or a crocodile or, legendary scorpion for, or a champion scorpion, whatever. But that said, it's going to give you the opportunity to take on a few things. It's starting to get light out, which is perfect because I'm going to finish showing you the changes that have been made so far. And then I'm going to switch over and do a follow up on the Iron Man saga. So guard tower was put in here. Cat's eyes were put in all the way down this road. Why is there... Pardon me for just a minute. Take the dirt, get it out of the way. What is this stuff? Open. More dirt, woad, and time. Okay, well, let's get all that off the road. See, this is what I mean. I don't like clutter. Yes, it will decay, but semantics. Okay, so if you come down here, ooh, I think I went too far. I did go too far. Let's go back up this way, only because I want to show you something. Sorry about all the whizzing around. Okay, right here is the end. This set of tiles is the end of my deed coming south of North Point. You have 70 cat's eyes, 70 tiles following the road that direction to get, and I hear bees, to get to town center. But you're basically not really all that far. So that shows you the scale. I need to pull back some more. Oh, and there goes the dogs again. Okay, so you can't really see it, but down there is the docks where that road ends to this point. Everything's square. Oh, so it'll come up. I think it's just on the other side of this hill, and then comes to the woods here, and then over, I believe, to about this area, and comes back to about where this light spot is here. That is all North Point. So there won't be any building in there without permissions, um, unless it's a GM. Um, but you can build anywhere else that you can see that has not been deeded. And by that, let me show you a little bit more here. I'm going to switch screens just quickly. This is the server map. This has been freshly updated. Okay. So it does not it did not update as far as deed properties. Let me see if I can force it to refresh. Nope, it's not going to refresh. Okay, so let's take perimeters off there. We'll take the signs off there because we don't need those just yet. But basically, the deed comes down to about here. And comes to here. So everything in this square and then I didn't change this wall and I didn't change this wall. So those are still the same. So now the mine is actually encompassed within the deed. But I worked on the road some more. I put in another guard tower here. There's a guard tower here. This is the area that the other player that just recently logged out was working in. There's another guard tower here. There's another one over here. The road used to end somewhere in this neighborhood. Now it's continued on all the way down basically to this mountain side area here. There's another guard tower here. Um, okay, so the road's right here. Biddy's Hideaway's pretty much dead west. Or east, sorry. So if we travel straight across from this guard tower, we could actually make a road dead over to Biddy's Hideaway. So if you're looking to find her and you want to wander through the wilderness, follow the road. Follow this road down until it turns east. You'll pass a guard tower. You'll go through some sand dune. Keep your compass dead on east, and you'll end up running into Biddy's Hideaway. At some point, we'll get some roads in there, but that's kind of on her as to where she wants to put roads leading away, or if she wants roads, what have you. But I do need to put in travel down through here. I was planning on taking this road down through here, probably down along this point, and then bringing it through and then back down this way. But I'm not sure yet. I haven't quite decided. I may end up making it a coastal road. I don't know. Um, Either way, so North Point is here. Biddy's Hideaway's here. Oak Island's right there. If you continue down this way, follow the coast around. So this is the other island chain. Another large landmass. Right down here is the mine, the garden plots, where we're working on the cart is somewhere in this neighborhood. This is all um, the where the Iron Man saga is taking place. So unless, let's see if we can get them both in the screen here. Okay. So without scrolling out at all, Biddy would have to come down the coastline southeast and then cut back and go dead north all the way over here. I'm just going to grab and move, but you see that pretty much takes up the entire screen. Let's see if we can go one more. There we go. So it does cut out a little bit down here, as you can see, but for the most part, everything is in one screen. Now, look how much closer she is to North Point. She's not that far away from North Point in comparison. She's considerable distance away from the Iron Man saga. What is that? Interesting. I don't recall seeing that before. I think somebody might be making an Easter egg. I honestly don't recall seeing that landmass before. But either way, there are other people that are playing on the map here. Um, I've seen a couple of people come and go. I've seen more, much like Biddy has mentioned in her videos. I've seen several people log in and then log back out. There's that other deed that I was mentioning. There's his mine. Um, so I don't know if other people are actually deeding up or working on deeding up or not. But I wanted to put out there, I don't see any other holes in the rock, so nobody's at least mining from what I can see. Doesn't mean they're not, just means I'm not seeing anything currently. Um, and like I said, the guy that's working down here hasn't deeded up yet, but I know that he's working on stuff there. um, so regardless, there is a ton of open room on this server. Um, North Point's there. That guy's working here. There's another small deed right there. Biddy's right over here. Iron Man Saga's over here. There's a ton of open space. So don't feel like, if you come over here, you're not going to be able to find anything. Obviously, I'm putting in time on this because I like having. Oh wow, it actually even shows well, it doesn't show the actual what do you call it, market stalls, but it does show all the work that I've done in there. We're going to go ahead and switch back over. There we go. Let's see, because I want to point out one other thing with these market stalls, just as a um, something, a little cool. I thought just aesthetic. So the roads are slate brick, the pathways are slate slabs, and then marble slabs underneath every single market stall. But as you can tell, each one has their own designation, like I said. A, B, um, C is these six at the end, then D, E, F, and so on. Um, I'm not going to post up signs to tell you which rows are what. Um, I think it's simple enough. Let me get down here on the ground. If you're running up and you're saying, "Hey, I need to find B7," okay, well you know that you're running past the B's here. Every sign is in the upper left-hand corner. Well, here is stall B7. So if that's the merchant you're looking for, if that's what you saw in the trade window, oh, okay. Then this is the stall that you're probably looking for. Now, if you get here and there's no trader here or whatever, my suggestion would be get a hold of the person that told you to go to this stall, let them know that there's nothing there, and see if maybe it was just a typo. Um, or maybe they're saying, hey, I posted up at B8. Um, right next to me is a stall that's empty that you can post up in. Just set your merchant up. Um, Maybe that's why they were telling you B7. But if they're telling you come buy my merchant and buy some, purchase some things, I'm at B7. You get here and there's nothing here. My guess is there's probably a typo. Um, there are a few other potential reasons why you would be told an empty stall, but I'm going to hope that, maliciousness isn't part of it. So anyway, that is it for the server updates for now. Um, hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope oh, I'm about to quit out. I hope I can continue to put out more information as the server advances. I will be doing more on um, the mod work and getting, like I said, I'm going to get some stalls put in for or buildings put in for combat training and several other things. I do not have the merchant expansion mod in just yet, but that is coming. I've also think I've located the mod that kills the decay on the merchants, and I think I found a buyer mod. That is, let me explain really quickly. Merchants, you purchase the contract, you set them up, you put the items on them. Okay? They will not buy anything from anyone else. They will only sell. Buyers will not sell, they will only buy things. I will set those up so you won't be able to um, purchase any buyer contracts. Okay, that is going to be another method for people to actually make money um, on this server, is having a couple of merchants here and there that they can actually just run to and sell stuff. Oh, that was the other thing. Um, you can run to any deed with certain items that you craft, most items that you can craft, and you can sell them to the token, the settlement token. Um, you'll get a little bit of coin that way as well. Um, I actually forgot all about that, but um, so what I was saying, merchants you can get the contract for, you can set up stuff and sell them, and then you can check your merchant, make sure you keep up with your merchandise and being able to sell stuff, because once you're sold out, you're sold out. Uh, the merchant under the contract will take a percentage of the coin that they bring in. Male or female, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what you name them. None of that makes a difference. They're just NPCs. Um, but if you're selling different things and you run out of item, or your merchant runs out of items to sell, you can no longer make money. You come back, you check your merchant, they'll give you the coin minus their cut for everything that was sold. Okay? Buyers, you will not be able to purchase contracts for. I'm not going to set them up that way, but I will have a few scattered around. Um, I'm probably, just an errant thought. I'm thinking maybe I set up um, a merchant tent, kind of, the traders' buildings, um, right next to each official guard tower. Now, if you want to create a guard tower on your deed, as long as you're within the constraints of being able to build one, that's fine. But the official guard towers, the ones along the main highways, I might set up a buyer there for each one, so that there's random spots throughout that people can just sell their stuff to get to help get everyone a start. Um, I haven't quite decided yet, but that's the thought that's coming to mind. Um, so what else was there? I think that's it for now. Um, Currently, if you purchase a contract and you set up a merchant, your items will decay as they do in your personal inventory. Um, they also only have a limit of 50 items, so bear that in mind. Here, hopefully within the week, I will have the other mods put in, because I want to get um, the open air market completely set up so that I don't have to worry about it anymore. It's done, and it just basically operates itself, and I can move on to something else. Um, so the um, public mine is set up. It's ready to go. Have fun. The docks are set up. They're ready to go. Have fun. Sure, I'll put in some decorations here and there, but that's not a priority right now. Right now, I'm looking at functionality. I'm also looking at, hey, what do we need to make this a more productive server? Hence why there's going to be training dummies and archery targets set up so that people can utilize them to gain combat skill. What's the point in an archery target if there's no bows and arrows, correct? I'm going to set up a small chest that has bow and arrows as well. They're going to be low quality, but they'll be set up, ready for people to just take a bow, take some arrows. I will try to maintain um, the amounts in there, but please don't be greedy. Um, if it gets to a point where one or two people are grabbing up all the arrows or whatever, I'll just do away with arrows altogether, and it'll force anyone that's new on the server to be to have to go and craft that stuff before they can even practice. That's not fair to other people. So please don't be greedy. Grab a few arrows, get some practice in. I'll try to maintain as much as I can. Um, but keep in mind, I'm not on here every single day. Um, if you see myself on, um, you can send me a tell. or private message, whatever, or you can just ask in the GL Freedom tab in the chat. If there's a GM that's on, let us know you're out of arrows for the practice dummy. Again, they're going to be garbage level, quality level, so you're going to be able to craft better, but it'll at least get you something started. The archery targets are not my focus right now. I will get the combat dummies in first so that those are ready to go. But that's all I've got for the updates at the moment. Hope this has been informative enough. Leave me some comments down below. Let me know what you think, what suggestions you got for the server, questions, comments, concerns, um, you know, helpful tidbits. Um, it's all welcome. So thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next update.